My next guest, Allisha Jones Pickens, faced rough beginnings and spent 7 years in prison. It was there that she learned how to crochet. And she's gone on to create crochet dolls of celebrities like Prince, New Edition, and Sterling K. Brown, just to name a few. So Allisha's paying it forward, and she is helping women so that they won't make the same mistakes that she did through her nonprofit, Community of Hope. And joining us on Zoom from St. Louis, please welcome Allisha Jones Pickens. Allisha! Allisha, thank you so much for coming. Hi. Now, you served 7 years in prison. What was life like prior to prison?
Sherri, life for me prior to incarceration was difficult. I had experienced a lot of adverse childhood experiences and trauma, and I took that out into the world with me at 16 years of age, trying to make adult decisions with a broken mindset. And in the process of that, I had no self-worth, no self-esteem. I didn't think anybody cared about me, so I definitely did not care about myself. And so I went out into the world just unable to make healthy choices in relationships and unhealthy decisions, and that eventually led me to incarceration.
So when you were incarcerated, you learned how to create dolls in prison. And I remember you said that dolls saved your life.
Yes. So when I got to prison, I was angry. I was very angry. And there was an elder lady there. Her name was Miss Ella. And Miss Ella had to break the realities to me that if I did not find a positive outlet and not only deal with my past, but a way to get rid of the anger that was inside of me, that I would never be able to come home to my children. And so she taught me how to crochet, and she did that just so I could start sending gifts home to my kids while I was away from them. And then from that, she taught me how to crochet by sight. So I had to learn how to focus in on what was in front of me and recreate that. And by doing that, it turned from one of the darkest periods in my life to what you see on the screen, to such a blessing and a way to be able to help people.
I love this. Now, Allisha, you also create dolls for grieving families. You create them for celebrities. What is their reaction when they get their doll?
So celebrities are always awesome because you get to meet people who inspire you, encourage you, make you laugh, and in your case, all three. But I would have to say the grieving children, when they can pull a doll out of a box and it looks like the reflection of the person that they miss the most in life, those reactions are priceless and they're heartfelt. And so those are the ones that I take to heart the most.
Oh, Allisha. So, Allisha, when you are crocheting these dolls, how are they helping your community?
I have a nonprofit, Community of Hope, and we serve young teen mothers ages 11 up to the age of 19. And I was a teen mom as well at 14, and I remember being afraid. I remember feeling ashamed. I remember feeling that no one cared and no one understood me. So I decided to start my nonprofit because I wanted to let those moms know that regardless of the situation of conceivement, you are special. God chose you to bring a baby into this world. Now, with that, you have a 15-year-old mother who does not understand how to plan for running out of formula or diapers. So that is where we come in. We get them baby items, car seats, beds, so the mom's not sleeping on the floor, emergency formula. And grants don't allow us to do that. So I allow my gift that God gave me to be able to fill that void. And so I support my nonprofit this way.
Oh, wow. Community of Hope. Now, I remember a few months ago, you flew from St. Louis to New York City to sit in our audience, and you hand-delivered my own Sherri doll. And I loved it so much. I loved it. I wanted everybody to see it. So if you could bring that doll out. This is my Sherri doll. Now, first of all, this is what I wore at last year's NAACP Image Awards. So I had this doll on, and let me see, okay, that's what I wore to the NAACP Image Awards. So it's the same kind of dress, and the doll also sings.
Push the other hand.
Push the other hand. I loved it. I love this doll so much when I saw it, and so it is in my dressing room. Like, how long does it take you to make these dolls?
So normally, Sherri, it takes me about 2.5 to 3 weeks, depending on the detail work. But I was actually in Arizona celebrating my anniversary when I got the email that I had tickets to Sherri, and it was only 4 days away. So I was like, oh my God, how am I going to make this doll in 4 days? But I refused to miss that opportunity.
Oh,
So
man.
I went home, I closed up my business, and I sat there for 3 days straight until I was able to produce that doll for you.
Oh, man. Look at that. I love it so much. Now, Allisha, is there anyone else that you would like to make a doll for?
Oh my God, hands down, LeBron James. I started following LeBron's career while I was incarcerated, and so I kind of matured and grew over the stretch of his career. And I love him not just because of his philanthropy or the way he takes care of his family and community. I love him because he teaches how to get over adversity, how to face it, how to persevere and be and walk boldly in who God created you to be. He is my GOAT. And so Miss Savannah, Bryce, Zuri, Miss Gloria, who's ever listening, holla at your girl.
LeBron, you better holler at your girl. And Allisha, I want to thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And y'all,
thank you for having me. You look amazing, Sherri.
Thank you so much, girl. Y'all, one other question. What would you say to a young girl who may be in the situation that you were once in, who's feeling broken and not worthy? Any words you would give?
I would have to say you are better than your circumstances. And the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And your self-worth and self-esteem is the first thing he goes for. We're all going to face adversity, but you are not the product of what the world says you are. You are the product of who God says you are. You are amazing, and you can beat this, but you've got to get out there and not be afraid to say, I need help. Help is there. Call us if you need me, whether you're in my city or not. I'm here to help.
There you go. Allisha, thank you so much.